A Parable in Pictures by James Thurber. The Last Flower, 1939. For Rosemary, in the wistful hope that her world will be better than mine. And last flower. World War II, as everybody knows, brought about the collapse of civilization. Towns, cities, and villages disappeared from the earth. As the groves and forests were destroyed, and all the gardens, and all the works of art, men, women, and children became lower than the lower animals. Discouraged and disillusioned, dogs deserted their fallen masters. Emboldened by the pitiful condition of the former lords of the earth, rabbits descended upon them. Books, paintings, and music disappeared from the earth, and human beings just sat around doing nothing. Years and years went by. Boys and girls grew up to stare at each other blankly, for love had passed from the earth. One day, a young girl who had never seen a flower chanced to come upon the last one in the world. She told the other human beings that the last flower was dying. The only one who paid any attention to her was a young man she found wandering about. Together, the young man and the girl nurtured the flower, and it began to live again. One day, a bee visited the flower, and a hummingbird. Grr. For long, there were 2 flowers, and then 4, and then a great many. Groves and forests flourished again. The young girl began to take an interest in how she looked. The young man discovered that touching a girl was pleasurable. Love was reborn into the world. Their children grew up strong and healthy and learned to run and laugh. The young man discovered by putting one stone upon another how to build a shelter. Song came back into the world, and painters and poets. Lieutenants and captains and generals and major generals. Before long, those who went to live in the valleys wished they had gone to live in the hills. And those who had gone to live in the hills wished they'd gone to live in the valleys. The liberators, under the guidance of God, set fire to discontent. So presently, the world was at war again. This time, the destruction was so complete that nothing at all was left in the world. Except one man. And one woman. And let's see, let me get to the end. This is a parable. And one flower. The Last Flower by James Thurber, written in 1939. And I'm so truly grateful. Thank you, Rhoda and Leon, for taking me to the Antiquarian Book Fair. The inscription reads, to their friends, with love, admiration, and great sorrow, this memorial edition of my favorite book can be signed only by Helen Thurber, his wife. He died in 1961. So, an important book, and unfortunately, very poignant. So, love to everybody.